We are looking at two superb IEMs under $200. The first one that we have here is the Fiio FD15, priced at $150. This one is a simple DD based IEM. It houses a 13.8 dynamic driver with some Tesla valve technology for bass and stuff. It has 1.5 Tesla magnetic flux. So one can never take this IEM lightly. It's a very capable IEM that comes with a lot of accessories, a lot of high quality accessories to be precise. And I like the tuning of the Fiio FD15. It has a well balanced signature, unlike the past few IEMs that were much more V shaped. This one is not V shaped at all, and that is what I love about the Fiio FD15. It has the mid range clarity that is admirable. On the other hand, we have the Celest Relentless. This one is priced at $170 and is a very capable hybrid IM. This one is 7 drivers. Okay, 7 drivers. We are looking at 7 drivers, one 8 DD and 6 BA drivers. Of those, two are used for mid high and two are used for high and ultra high. If we do a size comparison, you guys can see it is not a comparison. Actually, you guys can see Fiio FD15 is much smaller than the Celest Relentless. Relentless is nearly 3 times the volume of FD15, but thankfully both these IEMs are very comfortable inside the ear. I did not felt any issue with comfort or anything like that. But if you are worried about comfort, I would like to say that FD15 might be the better choice here because it is smaller and it will fit uh, even smaller ears without much problem. If we talk about the sound quality, both of these IEMs are fantastic. No questions about the sound quality, but it comes down to preferences. Okay, it definitely comes down to what you want from your IEM. If we talk about the bass, I definitely will have to say that the Celeste has the upper hand. It has a bit more sub bass extension. It has a bit more sub bass rumble. While the mid bass performance of both these IEMs are very similar, very similar. Similar kind of body, similar kind of mid bass rumble, similar kind of area of impact, similar layered delivery. Okay, the delivery too kind of feels very similar, but the dynamic abilities of the FD15 is better. This one is slightly less heavier. Okay, so FD15 has the edge when it comes to technical abilities, while the Celeste is a bit more voluminous, a bit more fuller sounding IM. So if you want a musical bassy, slightly bassy IM, not a very bassy IM, Celeste is the one you can pick for a bassy sounding IM. Okay, if we move on to the mid range, that is from bass on. Okay, in the mid range and treble, these two IMs are very different. The similarities end with the bass. Okay, these two are simply totally different IMs when it comes to tuning. While the FD15 is a bit more V shaped, sorry, my mistake. FD15 is not at all V shaped. The Celeste Relentless is V shaped. FD15 has taller, cleaner, slightly sparklier, well refined mid range notes with very good vocals. Okay, vocals can be a bit more attacking, but that definitely gives it the extra bit of resolution and definition, and it does not have any issues with tonality or timbre either. While the Celeste is slightly taller, slightly less taller with the note height, it has the clarity, but the definition and that separation, that air between the instruments and vocals is not exactly great with the Celeste, and this one can slightly sound artificial. Okay, with some instruments this one can feel slightly artificial, while the FD15 is lot more organic. Tonality and timbre wise, this one is more organic and more natural. If we talk about emphasis, I'll say FD15 has a bit more energy, as I already said, a bit more energy with the instruments that can be slightly aggressive, but no piercing or anything like that. It is not uncomfortable, but it is the natural aggression that we find with the even live performances that is available with the FD15, which sounds very good. If we talk about treble, that is where the Relentless kind of shows its uh, power of a number. Okay, it has 4 BA drivers and it has very good extension, and the treble stage is the biggest for a $200 IM. I believe the treble stage of the Celeste is very big. One can definitely say that the BQS Cloud can give it a run of the mill, run for the money, but it still is one of the biggest treble stage. While this one has a big mid range stage. Okay, the emphasis goes to the mid range and it is a lot more bigger than the rest of the spectrum. While this one is a treble stage, the treble is well spread, very good air between instruments, and I like the energy. What the FD15 does with the mid range is exactly what the Celeste does with the treble. Excellent air between instruments, very good layering, very good ZXs. It has that extra bit of sparkle to the notes that sounds very engaging, lot more natural with the treble too, because of that extra bit of air, and the movement of instruments are very clean. While the FD15 is good, extension is good, but it slightly lacks with the resolution part. Okay, the resolution and definition are slightly less than the Celest Relentless. Okay, if we talk about stage, both are very good, both are very similar with the stage. This one is slightly taller and less wide, while this one is more rounded. But if I have to give them points for stage, both are very similar. I will give 8.5 to these two for stage, but there is no issue. Imaging and stuff are very good. It really comes down to what you prefer in the imaging. While the imaging of FD15 is a bit more cohesive side, the Relentless is a bit more on the accurate side. Okay, if we talk about technical abilities, both are very similar. I really cannot pick one over the other, because the technical abilities of the FD15 with the mid-range is fantastic, while the technical abilities of the Celest Relentless with the treble is fantastic. Both are not lacking anywhere badly, but they have their pros and cons, and this is uh, a comparison where these two IEMs complement each other. Okay, if you have a Fiio FD15, you can definitely have a Celest Relentless as a contrast to the FD15. So they complement each other. Both are fantastic IEMs with fantastic resolution and definition in the right places, in their own comfort zone. They are not going out of the comfort zone and giving you a more even kind of presentation or anything like that. So pick the one that is closer to your preference and you will be much happier. So this is it. This is my comparison of Fiio FD15 and Celest Relentless. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.